Hey everyone, welcome to the SiteSwan webinar. I'm Justin, one of the co-founders here. Very excited to do this today. We got a lot of people registered for this. We have a lot of information to go over. And you know me, I don't like fluff. Those of you who've been here before, we don't really spend a lot of time fluffing around. We like to cut right to it. Matter of fact, I've been listening to a podcast that was recently talking about as more of you are signing on, I will fluff for a little while more people are getting on. I was recently listening to a podcast that was talking about some of the shady inner workings of MLMs, multi-level marketing, and how all they do is just offer fluff to their members. We're the complete opposite. We skip the motivational speeches and just tell you exactly what you got to do to make this thing work and actually bring in real money from web design. So with that in mind, let's get right to it. First, if you wouldn't mind, please test out the question feature on your toolbar and let me know you can hear me and see me and things looking okay. Otherwise, that just helps me feel less like I'm talking to nobody. So if you wouldn't mind, questions is where you're going to post your question or remark or thought or concern or what have you. I am also at the same time going to launch a poll. The poll is going to help me learn a little bit more about you, which I will do right now, I think. Publish poll. It's basically asking what your experience is selling websites. If you've ever sold one before. If not, if you know what a website is, those types of things. Really important stuff. All right, looks like you all can hear and see okay. That's good. A lot of people on here. That means we're gonna have a lot of questions. That means we will go quickly through this information without rushing. I promise we won't rush through anything. Okay, so far, half of you have sold a website before. Half of you have not. Cool. All right, good. Oh, the no's are starting to win. They're starting to take the lead. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna keep my eye on that poll. We'll revisit it at the end. All right, so as you know, well, as some of you may know, some of you may not, getting clients is the key to any business because after all, without clients, you don't really have much of a business, do you? Whether you've been building websites for years or just starting out, finding new customers is the key to growing a successful web design business and generating a steady stream of passive income. That's right, passive income. Now, I don't want to encourage you to sit on your butt while the recurring revenue comes in, but one of the best things about web design is that you can focus a lot of your energy on always seeking the next client without feeling like you're ignoring your existing clients because they're busy and ultimately happy without talking to you every hour of the day. So what can you expect to get out of this session today? Well, we're going to be featuring our top 12 ways to get web design clients, which means we'll be covering several different types of networking, which is one of my personal favorites. We'll be covering leveraging relationships and harvesting or creating new ones, some of the more traditional forms of advertising and marketing, solutions that revolve around technology, as well as tools and features that are built into the SiteSwan platform specifically designed to help with getting new web design clients. So in no particular order, let's jump right into it, starting with SiteSwan's proprietary local prospecting tool. One of my absolute favorite features of the platform. SiteSwan's local prospecting tool is built right into your dashboard and lets you search for local businesses in your area by performing a keyword search connected to your area. It lets you see which businesses do and do not have a website and create a ready-to-sell demo site with just a few clicks. You can even check which sites are mobile optimized and which need improvement. The reason this is so important is because even still today, less than 2/3 of all businesses have a website. That's a huge, huge problem, and honestly, a huge opportunity. So you can sell sites to all those businesses. Of course, our local prospecting tool also makes it really easy to see which businesses need a new website. Here's an example of what the search results would look like. You simply type in a keyword or industry term in addition to a city, town, or zip code, and then our system produces a nice long list of all the businesses that meet that search criteria in your area. We give you the name of the business, the phone number, their address, whether they have a website or not, the ability to check their mobile site, and then right from there, you create a website for them. All right, on to number 2, your current customers or clients. If you already have a business that serves small business clients, this is the perfect place to start selling websites. You already have their trust, which is a major advantage and impossible to replicate. You can complement your other products and services with an affordable web design package. Now, it's my advice to start promoting your new web design service by getting the word out among your current clients. Call, visit some of your best clients who you think might be interested in a new website and offer them a free design demo to show them what you're capable of. If you can capitalize off of your existing relationship, you'll find it much easier to get a conversation going. And not only that, but you can increase the value of your existing services while you strengthen your relationship and create a new revenue stream. It's also a great way to package web design with your other products and services to create even more value. Be sure to include marketing materials in your invoices, email blasts, newsletters, mailings, or in your publication for you publishers in today's call, promoting your new website design services. I know not all of you have an existing business with existing small business clients. That's okay. These other 9 reasons, 10 reasons will be perfectly applicable to you. All right. On the topic of relationships, our number 3 way to get web design clients is by tapping your inner circle of family and friends. We all know someone who owns a small business, whether it's a family member, friend, neighbor. You know more business owners than you think. Use your relationship as a foot in the door and offer to build them a new website for their business. Most business owners would prefer to work with someone they already know and trust. And it's easy to do. I mean, think about it. One of the first things your friends or family ask you is, how's work? You are asked regularly to tell people about what you do. So talk about what you do. After all, word spreads. And don't worry if you don't have any business owners in your immediate circle, because office managers and other people in a managerial position can make decisions too about this kind of stuff. So do you know any? And quite honestly, it goes beyond managers too. There are folks who are non-business owners who still need websites also. For example, take a hairstylist who rents a chair at a salon. They got to promote themselves. Even a realtor who wants to market their personal brand over their broker's brand. And there are lots of other examples of this too. When it comes to selling sites within your inner circle, if deciding that, what to charge a family member or a friend becomes an issue, then consider offering a friends and family discount with a lower or 0 startup fee, but keep your monthly fee the same. The initial discount will help you build your client base fast, and the residual monthly income will pay off long-term. Friends and family also make great sources for referrals, which is our next topic. Number 4, getting a referral is one of the strongest, best types of leads because they oftentimes are already sold on your services before they even talk with you. Once you get a couple of clients, you will likely find them recommending you to other business owners who are in the market for a website. You may even get referrals from non-clients, people who like what you do, like your pitch, and who trust you, even your friends and family. To maximize referrals, it's best that you ask for it. I know that sounds weird, but if you inquire if they're close with other business owners who could benefit from a new website at an affordable price, that is a very effective way to go, because referrals are a form of word-of-mouth advertising, which is very precious. You might even want to incentivize people to refer your business, perhaps with some kind of perhaps discount on their monthly fee, or some sort of bonus gift of some kind, a gift card. And talking about bonuses, here's a bonus for you. Every site that you build on the SiteSwan platform has your business name and a link to your website at the bottom. This is a passive way of getting referrals. People see the work you do, admire it, then click through on the bottom to get in touch with the company that's responsible for this awesome design. All right. The number 5 way to get web design clients is by getting involved with your local Chamber of Commerce. For those of you who don't know, the Chamber of Commerce is a group of local business owners who get together on a regular basis to network and discuss issues that face local businesses. Many small business owners are involved in a local Chamber of Commerce, and there are about 13,000 chambers of commerce in the US. Join the chamber and earn the opportunity to rub shoulders with local business owners who need your services. You might be surprised on the level of support that local chambers of commerce provide to local businesses within their community, whether they're new or old. Most chambers offer regularly scheduled meetings, allowing you to network with other local business owners. And this is a great way to meet business owners face-to-face, earn their trust, sell your web design services. I'm also going to recommend spending some time on the chamber website to find local business prospects. Familiarize yourself with the list of local businesses that almost every chamber puts on their site, and prepare yourself with a list of those who are most likely in need of a new website for their business. The good thing about organizations like this is that most members prefer to shop locally, and within the organization, they'll be happy to support a fellow community member. You may even want to consider offering a special chamber member discount to help get the ball rolling and give back to the group. If you really want to get ahead and gain respect and get active, join the board of directors, run for one of the officer positions, or join a committee or subcommittee assigned to a specific task or project. These are all great ways to develop deeper relationships with other business owners to earn their trust. Similar to a chamber of commerce, most towns offer other professional organizations that local business owners can join. Lots of these have the goal of helping local businesses flourish, and they all have relatively inexpensive membership fees to join. Whether it's your local Kiwanis Club or Rotary Club or community development group or trade association, you might even look on sites like meetup.com for local marketing or digital media get-togethers. You can also join a more traditional network group like BMI or LaTip, amongst many others. But don't hesitate to also get involved digitally. Joining Facebook groups is a great way to get associated with either folks in your community to discover opportunities to get your name out there, or other business owners for maximum credibility. I have to take a sip of water from my SiteSwan mug, which, by the way, get a good look at that. We're going to be giving some of these away at the end. If I answer your question, you will be entered to win a SiteSwan mug. So you can ask it now or wait and save it till the end. But if I answer it, you're entered. You know, I find that mugs don't sweat as much as like regular glasses or cups do. So it's kind of nice to be able to keep that in your desk without a huge ring of condensation that gets your keyboard wet. All right, number 7. Let's move on to one of the things that we do for you. Now, did you know that we build your very own marketing website for you? We drop it into your account shortly after you sign up. It's designed to attract and appeal to business owners in your area who need a website. It's a great way to promote your business and can be a 24/7 lead machine. It's professionally designed, easy to use, clear call to action, and a contact form. Your website helps you establish instant credibility and can provide a steady source of leads into your sales funnel. The number one goal of your website should be to generate interest and encourage visitors to submit their information for more info or a free design demonstration. Also provided by us, and a great complement to your marketing website, are the sales and marketing materials in your dashboard. So we got flyers, brochures, sales sheets, sales scripts, all available to you from day one. Utilize our email blast templates if you want to do email marketing. Print out or send out our infographics and comparison charts that will help you overcome common objections and explain why working with you is a wiser decision than whatever else they might be considering. We even give you designs for postcards, mailers, business card templates, you name it. All of this is available to you in the resources section of your dashboard, and all accessible to you from the moment you sign up, regardless of which plan you sign up at. The best part is that we are always expanding and improving these resources so that they remain relevant and valuable to everyone at all times. Just recently, I don't have it up on the screen here, but with the whole COVID pandemic, lots of business owners were asking about what they could be doing in their shop, their business, to encourage people that walk in the door to adhere to the right policies that they've set, to do contactless menus for restaurants. We actually put together about 3 or 4 different templates for that, and put it into the resources section so that our resellers could print those out, send those out, give them to the hands, put them in the hands of their clients. And that really went a long way for building credibility and appreciation amongst our resellers. All right, let's switch gears and talk about hosting local seminars. So just like I'm doing right here, where we're talking, you can host a local seminar virtually or in person, taking part some sort of public speaking opportunity. It's a great way to not only generate leads, but build your credibility and position yourself as a local expert in your field, in your community. Pick a topic that you know about or that you can easily read up on that would appeal to local business owners who might be thinking about a new website. Maybe you can do it at a local library or a firehouse. Lots of those places will allow you to host a free seminar and invite local business owners. Even the Chamber of Commerce will often allow you to do that. Wherever you decide to do it, though, be sure that when you're doing it, hand out business cards and make brochures available to anyone who wants to learn more about what you do. Broad topics such as digital marketing ideas, benefits of a website, using the internet to grow your business, all these types of things allow you to touch on your web design services while supporting it with real facts and real trends. I got ahead of myself there. All right, number 10, website redesigns. This is a great way to get web design clients. I can't stress this enough. It is so important that you never, ever pass up a business or a lead just because they already have a website. Just because a business has a website does not mean that they are happy with it. One of the best techniques, I learned this from someone, one of our resellers, is to ask every business who has a website, are you 100% happy with your website? Well, if they say no, then offer them to be 100% happy. If they say yeah, then insist that they should actually be 110% happy and that you can help with that. Remember, our local prospecting tool makes seeing business websites really easy. You get very fast results. The truth is that website redesigns are often easier to sell and easier to build. You don't need to convince a small business owner that they need a website if they already have one. And adding content to their new site is way easier when it's already available on their old site. And I got to tell you, so many small businesses fall victim to old, outdated, or just plain ugly websites. Maybe it's because they think it's too expensive. Maybe their original designer disappeared, or they're getting poor customer service with slow responses, delayed actions. All that stuff happens. Did you know that some businesses are actually paying hundreds of dollars per month for what you can do for a fraction of the price? Site over to you, but you'll never know unless you ask. Just because their current site looks good does not mean that you can't sell them a more affordable solution that looks just as good. Also, a good site that looks good doesn't necessarily perform well in local search. So a nice looking site could still be falling way short of your client's expectations if they're not getting good search results. Number 11, ways to get web design clients. Engaging in social media. It's a great way to promote your business and generate leads. It's effective, proven, generally free. Start off by using your personal accounts to announce your new service to Facebook friends and Instagram followers, for example. And because your social network often goes way beyond your personal connections network, you can connect online with business owners and expand your reach. Reignite old relationships. And if the conversation goes into what have you been up to lately? Which it will, because people ask, like I stated before, how's work? What have you been up to? You might bring up your new services. Engage with everyone. You never know. If you're a likable person, people would want to recommend you to someone they know who needs a website. Look, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or any other social media platform, social media enables you to network with millions of professionals and business owners around the world. So build your brand across these networks. Create pages for your brand and get the word out professionally. Remember, you're operating a web design business under your own brand name, under your own terms, under your own rules and your own prices. So when you're creating a brand for your business, you're doing it under whatever name you decide to come up with to run your web design business under. Make sure that you link your page to your marketing website that we give you, and also vice versa, for a nice professional appearance. And now with the ability to promote specials, make announcements, post coupons, run contests, you can leverage the reach of social media to build your own web design business online. Heck, you can even use your pages as a way to boost up other local businesses. I like to see some of our resellers when they go on social, and they'll, whether the business is a client or not, they will actually post information about local business owners on their brand page, just to spread goodwill. And look, when all boats rise, what's the saying? All boats rise when the tide rises, all boats rise. I don't know. I should know that. You gotta help me. Somebody in the questions, tell me what the phrase is. All boats rise. I don't know. But basically saying that, look, you're boosting them, boosts you. Maybe they'll boost you back. At the very least, it's gonna be a conversation starter. All right. I think someone chimed in with what. Oh, here it is. Rising tide lifts all boats, or rising tide raises all boats. Thanks, guys. Oops, should have prepared that part. All right, last but not least, paid advertising. Now, look, this is probably one of the more traditional ways to get clients. Been around for a long time. So, look, you can advertise in print by running a local ad or getting postcards printed and mass mailed. You can also invest, though, in digital paid advertising like Google AdWords or Facebook ads, both of which let you tailor your message to a specific niche or segment and highly target potential customers that way. The end goal, of course, is to get people to call you or visit your website to make contact. This is a great hands-off way to drive people to you, but obviously requires more of a monetary investment. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Effective, but it can cost. So fact is, nearly 50% of small businesses in the US still do not have a website. That statistic may be hard to believe, but it is true. There's plenty of potential customers right outside your door. Just start knocking. As soon as you sign up with SiteSwan, you'll be able to utilize all of these great ways to get web design clients. Being proactive with sales, generating leads is the best way to grow your web design business and generate a significant income. All right. So we got through a lot today in a relatively short period of time. So it's question time. It could be about anything that we just discussed or another method that you've been thinking about that I did not mention. I'm going to turn my attention to the questions tab. If you haven't yet, now is the time to type it in. If I'm not mistaken, you can only see your own questions. So that means that any silly question that you're like, I feel like I should know this. Who cares? Just post it. And again, if I answer your question, you will be entered to win a SiteSwan mug. And I promise, we really do send these out. You will get it in about a week if you win. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay. Oh, first, let's just get the quick results of the poll. It's exactly a tie. I can't believe that. Of people who have sold a website before and people who haven't. That's awesome. Thanks for doing that, guys. It helps me out and how I'm going to answer these questions. All right. So someone's stating that they've built a few WordPress sites for friends and family and sold a few. That's good. You know, the one thing about WordPress, and WordPress is a widely used platform. You can do a lot of things with WordPress. I'll tell you what you can't do. Build a site in less than 60 seconds. You know, one of the things you're going to find most powerful about the SiteSwan platform, which you've probably seen in other videos and things that we've done, is that you literally just click a theme, click create site, and we have a 5 or 6 page site with all the content loaded into it, beautiful imagery, content that's relevant to the business, that you can run with and show off to a client instantly. The idea of being able to show and sell is a huge, huge opportunity for all of you. Okay, someone's saying it's kind of hard for me to, well, I'll use first names. Rich is saying it's hard for me to call random people over the phone, doing cold calls. Do you have a script that I might use when calling on people? Or is it better to contact through email or regular mail? So it's up to you, right? So yes, we do have a script. It's available in the resources section of our dashboard. Is it better to do email? That has a lot to do with your personality. If you're good on the phone, then shoot, run the phones. If you're not good on the phone and don't feel comfortable talking to people, then send off your emails and do things a different way. You know, at no point should you feel like you have to go about taking on clients in one specific way. Anything and everything could work as long as it aligns with, you know, what you feel comfortable doing and honestly what you like doing. All right. Mark is saying, last time I didn't win a SiteSwan mug. Oh, I'm sorry, a gold and platinum mug. That's right. We were talking about having a gold SiteSwan mug last time. We were never able to secure one from our promotional products provider. So Mark's not holding out a lot of hope that he's going to win one. No, you probably won't get a gold one, but that wasn't really a question, so I don't think it counts as me answering it. All right, Michael says, is my website customizable so I don't look similar to other SiteSwan resellers? 100%. You can do whatever you want with your marketing site. If I get one more question about that, I might just show you what it looks like for those of you who haven't seen it already. All right, Jesse is saying, this is my first week trying to sell websites. One feature small business websites have is a client login to pay bills, schedule appointments, etc. How do I compete with that? What about digital bot chats? So the idea of a client login, which I think you mean is like, let's say you're a landscaper, and the landscaper site is going to have client login where as a homeowner, you can log in and pay a bill or schedule an appointment. I'll tell you this, that's honestly overkill for a typical small business website. You know, if you're talking about a utility company or something like that, okay, fine. I'll log in, see my previous invoices, pay bills, stuff like that. Okay, good. But we're talking about a typical small business owner. That's kind of a rare thing. However, there are lots of third-party services that would offer that. Like, for example, my landscaper sends out services, invoices through, oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. I'll find it. Sends out invoices via email, and you click the link, and it's totally separate from his website. Well, there is a link from his website. Totally separate from his website. You just go, click, pay your invoice, and you're done. Really cool. You don't need a login for that. You don't need any of that stuff. Scheduling appointments, you also don't need a login for, but there are tons of widgets out there. Third-party add-ons, we have a couple of support articles on this with some recommended vendors where clients come to the site, you know, salons, for example, come to the site, choose their service, secure a spot with the date and time. Lots of times, like a salon, for example, has a booking system already that they use on a computer that has some sort of digital component to it that can be linked to from the website. So that's a really fast and easy way to do it. Your question about digital bot chats, those are super expensive to have a automatic interaction conversation with someone who visits the site, but it's totally doable. Again, there's a lot of third-party services that provide instant online chat, and that can be added to any SiteSwan site with a simple copy-paste of a line of code. And there are certainly options for that. So if your concerns are, I feel like I need to provide the same thing my client already has, your first thing is to ask, do they actually use it? If they have a chat bot that ain't nobody's using the last 60 days, guess what? They're overpaying for it, and they probably don't need it. A lot of people think that just because they could have it, that they need it. They don't. It might be a cumbersome experience for them too. They might say, oh yeah, I'm getting these messages all day long, stupid questions that I don't need to be answering. So maybe the chatbot is irrelevant. Maybe no one uses the option to log in and pay bills. I'm getting way more into this question than I think I need to, but short answer is 9 times out of 10, you can provide the same service using a third-party plugin, and it's very easy to do. Next up, Kevin is saying, can I set up permissions so I can supervise what employee has access to? Heck yeah, you can do that, and you can set different permissions for every single employee. You can limit what they have access to. You can either show them the resources or not, give them access to the prospecting tool or not. You can even put your entire dashboard into stealth mode, which means that they will have no idea you're using the SiteSwan system for building sites. Okay, next question. Lawrence is saying, would your product team ever consider, oh, this is a feature request before you even signed up? What's going on here? Would your product team ever consider adding a feature or functionality to your local prospecting tool that would allow the ability to archive or sort or organize local businesses that I or my team have already previously reached out to? I'm sure they would consider it. Personally, I don't know if I've ever heard that feature request come through before, but I don't know, I guess it could be cool. The good news is that you can easily search through your sites. You can, I'll just pull up the dashboard. Since we're talking dashboard stuff, let's just pull it up. So you can sort through, sort your sites. You can search through them. All of them are listed here. So it's pretty easy to locate them in terms of your sites. In terms of prospects, you probably have, if you're going to be hitting the ground with, 10 salespeople, you might put together a spreadsheet. You might put together a CRM of some kind where you can log who everyone's talked to. So you have proof of previous relationships, previous contacts. In case someone does sign up, you can assign commissions and things like that. So, that's not necessarily what we've built our platform for. It's just the generation of leads. Obviously, whatever you want to do with those leads after the fact, you are more than welcome to. Someone's asking, can I get the PowerPoint presentation for this webinar? There really isn't a PowerPoint that we do for this, but we will be sending out a recording if you ask for it. If you ask nicely. Just kidding. We'll send it out. Frank is asking, can you review the first 5 points or show all 12 even? Why so late? What happened? What's going on? You'll get the video. We'll make sure you see the whole thing. Michael's asking, is there an affiliate program for referring people to start their own SiteSwan business? No, but if you do refer someone, we will make sure that we thank you. We will show our appreciation. I promise to do that. We do have this happen quite a bit where people send referrals over to us. We really deeply appreciate it. It's the most sincerest form of thanks that we receive, and it means a lot to us. David is saying, can I service a client anywhere in the world? I don't see why not. You can absolutely do that. I will point out that the sites are built primarily in English. So that's the platform, everything is built in English. So if you're going to go global, I would just keep that in mind, that English probably should be the first language that your client is at least speaking. Okay. Ozzy says, what is the cost for us to set up a website for a client? So when you're signing up for a package or a plan. And that means that you can choose between starting off with the ability to build, sell, manage, and host up to 10 sites, being able to build, sell, manage, and host up to 20 sites or up to 100 sites. Most people do not start with the pro plan. Most people start with the agency plan because this is where the local prospecting tool, client billing, and all this fun stuff comes in. But when it comes to, so yeah, you don't have a direct expense in terms of building a new site for a customer. You're just paying a monthly fee. How much do you charge for your sites is totally up to you. I'm going to personally recommend you charge at least $499 up front and at least $49 a month, but that, again, is up to you. Andrew is saying, how do we generate content for the sites we create? Is there a form that we have potential clients fill out to gather the content? Well, I have good news for you, Andrew. Yes and yes. So from your dashboard and the Create New Site screen, I can't stress this enough. These themes kick butt. When you're looking at a site like this, a theme like this for pressure washing, this ain't just a beautiful homepage. This is a full 5-page website with actual content about what an actual power washing company might want to say about their business. So you can kiss the idea of having to conjure up your own content goodbye. However, we don't have a theme for every single industry. You might come across a bearded dragon adoption facility, which we're not going to have a theme for. So that's in a scenario where you're going to want to use one of our blank canvas themes or repurpose any of our other themes and write your own content. So when you are generating content, if that's the situation and they're a unique type of business, you're going to head over to the resources section of your dashboard, and you're going to find the document that is called, I forgot what it's called, hold on, Website Design Brief. So this is a, I think, 2-page PDF that you can print out or email to the customer that they can fill out. All the most important information about their business so you can collect it and then use that to generate content for them. So we got you on that one. Okay. Mark is chiming in again that WordPress is a nightmare. That's your opinion. I'm not going to argue with it. No. Can non-WordPress widgets or plugins be added to SiteSwan sites? We don't have an official kind of library of plugins or widgets or anything like that that can be plugged in, but almost any third-party service that's worth a darn will be able to integrate quite nicely with SiteSwan. So we're talking about scheduling things. We're talking about e-commerce things. We're talking about chatbots like the example came up before. Whatever. Zach from Minuteman Press does promotional products. Zach, I had no idea. Can you make mugs like this? Got a whole garage full of them. All right. Someone is saying that, Carl, interested in seeing a real marketing site for a reseller. By all means. This is what it looks like. And you can customize, again, any aspect of this, your colors, your text, your anything you'd like. We do recommend you go in here, upload your logo, get a logo created, talk a little bit about you and what you do. It is important that you express to people what why they should work with you as a person. We even give you examples which are utilizing the themes. You can add your own at any point. You can discuss your pricing and offer people the option to contact you. Okay, next question is coming from Shady. Once showing customers a mock-up of their site, how can I convince them to work with us and making their site live? I've had customers like their mock-up, but never confirm with us. What should I do next? Well, I'll tell you this, Shady. It sounds like you're already on the platform. That's great, and thank you. So we have a video series about homepage presentations, selling a site. I would highly recommend you look through that because we go into great detail about best practices for showing off a homepage design. It's very important that when you do a homepage design that you sit with the client one-on-one. It could be virtually, it doesn't have to be in person, it could be over the phone, it could be whatever. And at the end of that conversation, if you do the homepage presentation right, you should be asking for the sale right then and there, and you should have a very high closing percentage if you follow our steps. So definitely check that out. All right, Betty is saying, I'm in a larger market. I've used most of your 12 ways. I have a decent database. I'm looking for new leads. I've used BBB and, of course, the SiteSwan prospecting tool. What else do you suggest? Have you used all 12 ways? Look, if you find, and I can't tell whether you've had a lot of success, but you just want more success, or you feel like you haven't had a lot of success. But if it's the latter, then I would highly suggest that I'm going to say the same thing I said to Shady. Go through our process of how to sell a site. We have it's like a 3-step process of discovery call, showing the scheduling appointment with the client, and then showing off the site, and then collecting payment information. And if you do it that way, I think you're going to have a lot more success with that. Jesse's asking, with the SiteSwan platform, can I build a full e-commerce website? Yeah, absolutely. We have e-commerce integration, no problem there. I will say if you're looking to do like a 500 item store, not the perfect platform. But if you're looking to do like a restaurant that wants to sell hot sauce, or a gym that wants to sell shirts with its logo on it, or if you want to create a SiteSwan store like we have, where you can order your very own coffee mug or mouse pad, or that's not a mouse pad, that's a notebook. What's going on here? Uh-oh, whoever's in charge of the SiteSwan store needs to update their imagery. I shouldn't have pointed that out. I bet no one would have realized that, but whatever. So yeah, you could do stuff like that. What else do we have? Someone's saying, is there a limit to what areas I can search the local prospecting tool? John asked that question. No, there is no limit. You can literally search for businesses anywhere that you want. However, I would advise that you work locally, because you're probably gonna have the most success working with people whose market you understand and whose needs and wants you can more closely relate with, and you'll have the same accent. I know sometimes my New York accent isn't very welcomed in certain parts of the country. And here's an example of a different accent. Mark saying, I know that y'all recommend a $500 setup, but how do you really feel about charging $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 and more? Most site designers, even on your Fivers and Upworks, charge thousands. I don't see any problem with increasing your prices. This is kind of an internal battle we have here, because on one hand, it's like, you don't want to make price a reason why someone doesn't sign up with you. On the other hand, you don't want to come off too cheap either, because then you might have a little bit of a, like, how could I possibly get a site that looks that good for so little money? So you have to feel out your market. That's why, we say a minimum of $499 for the site launch. We see a lot of people go up to that $1,000 range, a little over that. There's no doubt that when you look at some of these themes and you start building sites, there is no reason why you can't sell a site that looks as good as these themes do for a few $1,000s. There's no reason. This is on par with a site that would easily cost a business owner several $1,000s. So yeah, definitely don't sell yourself short. And we go over that in the training with you. All right, so we're getting up to the 45-minute point where I was kind of hoping to wrap things up. So if there was one more really awesome question that you've been holding out on and not asking, please do that right now. Otherwise, we are going to send you all off momentarily. The good news is that a lot of you have qualified to win a SiteSwan mug, which even water tastes better in a SiteSwan mug. All right, I think you guys are all good. That was it. That was the last of the questions. All right, cool. Everybody, thank you so much for being a part of this today. I'm so glad you made time for this. We hope to see you all on board soon if you aren't already. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, rest of your week. See you later. Bye-bye. Oh, and one last thing. If you want to hang on and get some questions answered, I think I'm going to have Mark, or I think Mark is going to be answering questions. So if you want to hang out, ask some stuff, you want a written answer to it, he will be here starting right now. Catch you guys later.